Hey guys and girls, what is going on? It is Zazzri. Today bringing you Season 1, Episode number 3 of my Ajax Career Mode. So just to kick things off, I'll explain basically what this series is. Basically I'm planning on doing quite a few seasons with this team. I'm going to take it and try and win the Champions League with them and win the Premier League with them. The reason they're in the Premier League is when I asked people on Twitter what they thought, they said, you know, put them in the Premier League, it's more fun. We don't really know any other teams in the Dutch League. And I thought, yeah, it's a good idea, it sounds good, it'll be more of a challenge then as well. Rather than me winning the league every season, it'll be, they board asked me, middle of the season finish, so it's really not going to be easy at all. And plus the level of play in this league is much, much higher. And also, a few things with the transfers, I can't buy anyone more than 10 million, and I only can use players I can only buy players that are worth 10 million or less, and use my youth academy. So that's over and done with. So as you can see, Babel putting us 2-0 up here against Liverpool. We have struggled a lot in this series, but finally we're starting to get the team together, and I've started to find who's the better players, who not even just the better players, the players that I like using the most. And Eriksen getting a surprise goal here. He doesn't really get too many goals for me at all, but he's got some good passing, and that's the thing I like about Eriksen. That was the final goal in that game, 3-0, and considering I've been playing recently, 3-0 win against Liverpool away from home is an absolutely cracking result. I was really happy with that. So next moving on to a game against Manchester United in the Capital One Cup. Obviously at Old Trafford, they got Lindegaard playing, they got Mascherano in the team, which they buy absolutely every single year basically. And they don't have a full strength team, like you can see Van Persie, Vidic are on the bench as well, so clearly they're thinking, that Ajax aren't really much to deal with. And to be honest, I didn't put out my strongest team simply because I'd used a lot of my best players on Liverpool, because I wanted to try and do as well as I can in the league and hopefully try and push for a Champions League or Europa League spot this season, even though I really do think it's going to be unlikely. I was really hoping for that. I'm trying to finish 5th or 4th. I mean, 4th is just ridiculous. I'm really not going to finish 4th, I'll be honest with you. I found it really too hard. But the funny thing is with this series, I found that so far, I found the bigger teams such as Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. I won against Chelsea. I mean, it was really lucky, but I still won. Liverpool, I dominated. And as you can see, I'm winning against Man United. But yeah, I'll go against, I think it was Stoke or Southampton. I think it was both of those teams, and I got absolutely destroyed. So it really does, it's kind of strange, really, like how it works, to be honest. Whereas, it's the same thing with my Chelsea career mode, to be honest, and Man City ones. I often find the small teams are the ones that I find the most problems with. Actually, the Man City one I tend to draw a lot, which is the big problem there. But anyway, as you can see, 3-0 Sigurdsson getting that 3rd goal, and I was really impressed with that. Flowing back as well. He needs to stop telling me how to pronounce names. Okay, I'm gonna just go for it now. If I get them wrong, I get them wrong, and I'm just leaving it as it is, because it's pointless me just being like, I can't pronounce his name. I'm just gonna attempt to do it because he keeps moaning at me that I'm not trying enough. But yeah, 3-0 away from home at Old Trafford, it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, even you look at the team that they've put out, and it destroys our team, really. We've only got Eriksen that's an absolute tank, and the rest are kind of... It's not that they're bad players, it's just that they're not Man United standard, and it's pretty surprising to get a 3-0 We'll see back-to-back 3-0 wins against two very good teams. I was feeling pretty confident going into the next game, and I believe it's against QPR. Hang on, let's see if I'm right. Yeah, it is. As you can see, they've got Julio César, Mbaye, who's a good player. You've got Hoylett, who's pretty quick. Tarat, who can use both feet and has got 5-star skills. And Cisse, who's got a lot of pace up front. So I knew there'd be quite a dangerous team. But actually, there wasn't that many goals in this game at all. There was only one goal. And I was expecting them to be actually quite a few goals, to be honest, rather than just one. But we actually do get the goal here. Eriksen with the corner. And who's that? Oh, see what I mean? Borigta is what I'll go for. I'm not, that's probably wrong, but anyway, 7 minutes in, he gets us that 1-0, and that is how the game ended. We won 1-0, so we've got 3 games in a row where we've won. This is it's pretty awesome for me, to be honest. And now we're going away to Valencia to try and get some points in the Champions League. Sorry, missed it my words there. So obviously it's going to be a very difficult game. I mean, I'm pretty much guaranteed to go out the Champions League now, simply because of I've dropped points. I've seen matches that I haven't shown you guys, and I've dropped points. So I think this has to be a must-win game for me. And we do get off to a good start in the 29th minute. Sigurdsson gets us that goal. He's been a fantastic striker for me. He's grown by quite a lot, and I've played through Season 1. And at the start of Season 2, I get quite a few offers for him, actually. A lot of people wanted to buy him, because he's scored a lot of goals for me, and he's been a fantastic player. I've been struggling for strikers, I think he gets injured at some point, I'm not sure. Anyway, basically Soldado got them a goal there to make it 1-1, and that's how the game finished. And that meant that I was definitely not going through. I'd have to win my 2 games, and I think it was there was another team in it that had to basically lose their 2 games. So yeah, went out of the Champions League. This was my final game, and it's pretty disappointing, to be honest, to go on like that. I thought I played pretty well. Anyway, moving on to Man United in the Premier League, and as you can see, I've pretty much got my strongest team out. I've got Natasic as well, who's obviously on loan. And I've got a decent team. I mean, looking at that team, it's very good. We've also got Babel on the bench, Lukaku, I think he said, Fish, so we got some very good players and a lot of potential as well to grow. And straight away, a lovely little cross in, and Sigurdsson in the 34th minute puts us 1-0 up. See what I mean about his goal scoring ability? I'm not sure who that was, but he turned and beat Evra, and a cross just completely free. There was no one even marking him, and yeah, I think it's pretty surprising. That's how he, again, we're on a, well, we're not on a win streak anymore, but yeah, we beat Man United 1-0. This is what I mean. I mean, Valencia are a very good team, but they're not Man United, and we drew against Valencia, but yet we can win 3-0 against United in Liverpool, which makes no real sense, but whatever. So, moving on to the game against Aston Villa. Of course, I think it's pretty much, is it at Villa Park? I think it's Villa Park that where Aston Villa plays, and this wasn't it. So if you're looking for a game with a lot of goals, this is going to be it for you. So Aston Villa, I mean, in real life they've got a pretty weak defence because it's such a young team and so little experience. But Akbong Lahore with that mental pace, and Zogbia, who's got very good pace as well, puts in the back in the 9th minute. I was pretty disappointed really to concede so early, because once you go down, it's quite a difficult route back, to be honest. It's always good to kind of keep a clean sheet till later on. And we give away a penalty here. Moisander, I think, is the one that conceded that. I'm not sure if that's how you say his name, but whatever. And Darren Bent steps up to take it. So which way is he going to go? Left or right, left or right, left or right? And he went straight down the middle. And I was pretty annoyed. I was like, because I sort of, there's also the thing where you kind of guess, you'll be like, right, I bet he goes left, but then you'll actually dive right or something like that, and he always goes the way that you'll say he went, and I thought he'd go down the middle. Anyway, that made it 2-0 to them, but it was still early on in the game, and I thought, we still got a chance to get back into it, so I didn't give up. Lovely little chip cross thing there, and a fantastic goal from De Jong there. I was really surprised that went in. He just kind of chested it and hit it on the volley to make it 2-1. So I was thinking, this game's not over, we've got a chance to get back into it. And alright, so at this point I was kind of thinking, is there a chance to get back into the game with that fantastic effort there? It's so good to watch that back, actually, because when I did see one, I was thinking, there's still a possibility to get back into the game. But we do concede a penalty. It was awful defending. It's because he cut inside. I mean, I slid in, I was trying to get the ball, and I would have got the ball, but because he cut inside, it moved from me getting the ball to me getting his legs. So it's pretty disappointing. It was a fair sending off, to be honest. I can't really complain. But as you can see, because he turned in, it meant that I just completely took his legs. And of course I was the last man, so that meant that he was getting sent off. No complaints at all, but I was fuming at that. I went the right way as well. What am I supposed to do? I went the right way with the penalty. How in the world am I supposed to save it? I think maybe I just went a bit too late, but that made it 3-1 to Aston Villa. But I, of course, did not give up there, and was still pushing for another goal. And you can see Serrao, I'm not sure how you say his name, but he's got a little bit of pace on him, and he's plays in the centre mid role. And having that bit of pace there is really helpful because, for example, then he can just burst through the defence and can get you a goal. But generally what he does is he'll burst through and then set up a through ball, that sort of thing. That's more he does, to be honest, than score goals. But he's got a lovely bit of pace and a decent little dribble there, to be fair. And a nice finish to make it 3-2. And I was thinking, all we need is one more goal. And as you can see, look at the top left, you can see the timer. I was like, come on, let's get a goal, let's get a goal. And luckily, we do get a goal. Again, I can't say his name, but he basically, in the 90th minute, struggling against the keeper. I was like, no! And then luckily the rebound came out perfectly for him and actually hits the keeper as it goes in, but that made it 3-3. So we leave there with a point, a very, very lucky point indeed. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and leave a comment. Peace.